what do you say to young people who have like toxic relationships?
Yeah. And I mean, that's a good thing that you brought that up. Not everybody can go where you need to go.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Abraham had to shake Lot loose. Before he could enter into everything.
See, the crazy thing is we talk about, end of the year, and then you start a new year, and then we talk about resolutions. And I had a pastor, and he's like a spiritual father to me. This is when I was pastor in North Carolina. He was my senior pastor, and he would say, all right, well, it's New Year's resolution. What are your goals for this year? What are your objectives for this year? And then he says, aren't you praying for kingdom connections? And he's the one that taught me how to pray. The importance of praying for kingdom relationships.
Sure.
And I said, yes, I've been praying for divine connections, for kingdom connections. I am. He says, well, you realize you're a human being with 24 hours a day, with 365 days in a year, and that if the Lord has to bring in kingdom connections into your life, there are some earthly relationships that you have to let go. Or else, humanly, it's impossible for it to fit.
Yes.
So the question that he always asked me was, all right, while you're writing down your New Year's resolutions, what are some relationships that you kind of have to let go?
It's a good word. If we don't let go of yesterday, we won't enter into tomorrow.
Yeah. And I'm not talking about, turning your back on your friends.
Yeah.
That's not what we're talking about here. I'm all about loyalty and faithfulness, and but I'm saying there's just some relationships that we pour into so much energy, or even more than we have.
Yeah. I'll speak to that a little bit. If you have to consistently walk on eggshells with someone, that's probably not a healthy relationship where there's contribution both ways.
Yeah.
And that's probably not a relationship that you need. Another one is, let's say you always have to explain to the person where you're coming from when you say what you're saying. That person probably doesn't understand you and maybe is not interested in understanding you.
I remember one conversation I had with Dr. Miles Monroe, and he said something really key. He said, in your social circle, in your circle of friends, if you're the only one providing wise counsel, get a new set of friends.
It's a good word. Yeah. I believe that in relationships, and I know that you have this, I have this, we need people who are equal to us, our peers. We need people who are under us, not in a sense of under our control, but entrusted to our care. People we're lifting up, people we're encouraging, and then we need people to be accountable to who are above us, who are encouraging us, and who are also calling us out in the right spirit, in the right context, to challenge us. Because what I know is that if we want to grow, if we want to move forward, rather, we need to be encouraged.
Yeah.
But if we want to grow, we need to be able to take correction.
Totally.
Because encouragement will push you forward, and correction will grow you up.
Yeah.
And I know that being teachable is being able to observe from our own mistakes, but it's also being willing to be told when we're wrong, which is really rough if you're type A and you're going somewhere. And I know that that's not the easiest thing, but that's necessary. That's it. You have something?
No, I just want to encourage you to just keep pressing forward in the vision that the Lord has for you. And I really believe, that as we hear from the Lord and take steps by faith, He will resource us with the things that we need to fulfill His vision. Whether that be miracles, whether that be relationships, whether that be finances, whether that be equipping us in new talents and skill sets. I think that the Lord is more than faithful. He's a good dad, and He will not give us a mission that He's not willing to equip us to fulfill.
Sure. Thanks for your time, and invest in yourself. You're valuable. Like T said, go after resources, go after relationships, invest in yourself. You're valuable, you're worth it, and you have a bright future. So just stay the course.